Welcome to Comic Construction. By request, I'm checking out the builds, art, and story of Marvel ReMasterworks Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. This book is a standard size hardcover at 7 1/4 by 10 1/4 inches and has 256 pages. This is a standard edition, so it has that black and silver dust jacket. The book cover is the usual faux leather with the logo printed in silver metallic ink. I've got my cover in a broad art sleeve just to protect it. The binding is sewn with a black and white head ribbon. The paper stock is the standard thick semi-gloss paper which is used across the line. This first volume includes Giant Size X-Men number 1 and X-Men 94 to 100. Giant Size X-Men number 1 is written by Len Wein and has pencils by Dave Cockrum and inks by Cockrum and Peter Ero. It features the introduction of the new team who are sent with Cyclops to rescue the original team. This is the key issue for X-Men fans. Cockrum does the art throughout this book. He does all of the pencils. Chris Claremont joins Len Wein in writing 94, which is a follow-up to Giant Size number 1, and sees most of the original team leave. The Cyclops stays on as team leader. 94 and 95 are a two-parter which sees the new team working together, although not necessarily getting along, on a mission to stop Count Nefaria and the Animen. Bill Mantlo joins Chris Claremont on issue 96, which is a fairly forgettable issue. And then with issue 97, Chris Claremont becomes the writer. And this begins the story of the return of the Sentinels, which leads into the birth of the Phoenix. Issue 100 is one of my favorite X-Men comics of all time. With the old team fighting the new team in an orbital base. Cockrum's art is so great in this book, and Claremont has become the defining force behind the X-Men by issue 100. The restoration is outstanding throughout this book. The line work is clearer than it's ever been. The colors have been muted a little bit so they more closely resemble the original artist intent when it was being printed on newsprint. And there are, let's see, skip ahead so we don't show you any spoilers. We get more back matter in this than I think any other Masterworks volume, probably to make up for the fact that this book is collecting 8 issues when normally Masterworks were collecting 10 or more. So there are character designs of all these ideas that Cockrum had that sometimes came from other ideas, like Nightcrawler was going to be a member of the Legion of Superheroes. But these are all characters that Cockrum created and eventually either become an X-Man or they inspire the look of an X-Man. So here's Black Cat, that clearly becomes Storm. There's a lot of text pieces, a lot of behind the scenes here. And then there are some original art pages that are reproduced quite nicely. And then there are a few covers from classic X-Men, which were drawn by Art Adams. And these are amazing to have in here. Some great work. Thanks for checking out this video. If you found this video helpful, like it and share it with a friend. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.